What do you want to gain? Achieving excellence in digital marketing strategy is a process of continuous improvement. Even for the best of us, there is always a gap between our knowledge and the most current state of the art in the field. In Mind the Gap, we cover the latest developments in digital marketing. Squeeze this weekly podcast into your schedule to keep up to date with new ideas and mind the gap. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about how you can discover what your customers hope to gain. If you don't know what they want, you can't really give it to them now, can you? But amazingly, many people don't bother to think about what their customers are really looking for. Their desires may transcend the simple function of your product. If you have a shoe, you cannot make it deliver enlightenment. But if you know your most likely potential shoe customer is seeking enlightenment, you can design a shoe that fits their broader goals. Your shoe might be a minimalist design with a humble look made from all natural materials and manufactured with a fair trade certified supply chain. If your customer believes they've already achieved enlightenment in yoga class and is seeking to project an image of prosperity, you will need to build a different shoe. Let's dive into the details. Types of customer gains. 1. Physical, functional, emotional, social. From one perspective, we can think of gains in 3 broad categories. The most obvious is the physical purpose of your product or service, a functional gain. A massage makes you feel relaxed. Running shoes help you go farther, faster, without foot pain. We can also think of emotional gains. A product may create a feeling that someone is looking for. Happiness, contentment, a feeling of calm, or conversely, excitement are among many emotional gains that customers may get from brands and their products. According to many practitioners, with the proper supportive setting and encouragement, massage techniques can bring emotional benefits as psychological trauma that is sorted out in muscles is released. On the other hand, some customers may prefer to save their emotional disclosure for their clinical therapist and keep it strictly physical with the physical therapist. Type of customer gains 2. Required, expected, desired, unexpected. We can also think of types of gains in relation to customer expectations. Certain types of gains, those relating to the basic function of an item, are required. A t-shirt should, at minimum, cover the torso. Some are expected. We would be surprised if a t-shirt was not fairly comfortable. Others are desired. We might want a t-shirt with a graphic that we thought was cool. Some gains are unexpected. If you come up with a t-shirt design with 3 wolves howling at the moon that was so compelling, everyone sees any man who wears it as the epitome of masculinity, you have delivered an unexpected gain. Using archetypes and psychometrics, interests, targeting to identify attractive gains, you will find that concepts of archetypes that can help you identify gains that will be attractive to your customers or segments of your customer base. If you know a certain segment of your customer base fits the Sage archetype, you can identify and describe benefits in terms of conveying knowledge or being supported by carefully reasoned decision-making. If your customer is the rebel, you can offer them a gain by giving them a product that stands out from the crowd and breaks norms. You can also use psychometrics to segment your audience and highlight specific gains to specific segments. For example, if you are selling educational material for parents, you can use psychometric targeting to emphasize music education for those who are interested in music and courses on criminology for those who are interested in politics. Collecting information from customers. You can make guesses about archetypes and use ad targeting to create market segments with gains matched to psychometrics, but the best information comes from the customers themselves. Build a plan to ask customers anytime you have a human interaction with customers, and look for opportunities to ask for customers in your automated systems too. Remember not to annoy any of your customers in the process. Do not put your needs before their needs. Questions to ask about customer gains. Here are some examples of questions you can ask your team and your customers to discover where you can improve your product, your message, and your customer experience to better deliver the gains your customer want and need. What are you already doing right? What features of your product do your customers like best? What could you do better? What features are your customer looking for that your product or service does not do a good job of providing? What is most important to your customers? Saving time or saving money? What would they consider a bargain? What are their expectations about quality? What social consequences do your customers seek? How do they envision your product could help? What are their priorities? You can ask broader questions too. How do your customers measure success and failure? What are their biggest hopes and dreams? Somehow, your product fits into a larger picture. It can fit in haphazardly or perfectly. It's all up to you. We'll talk more about how to create a perfect product that's a perfect fit for your customer in the next episode of Mind the Gap. These digital marketing tips only work if you use them. We hope you find this insight on digital marketing excellence useful. This knowledge can improve your result, but you have to put it into action. So find a way to apply it and test it. Take the baseline measurements and compare your new improved outcome. Join the Viral Octopus Collective and share and discuss your results with others who are striving for excellence. And come back and join us next week for more powerful new marketing tips and tricks. Don't get left behind. Mind the Gap.